Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noelani, and if this is your first time, welcome. If this is not your first time and you've watched some of my videos before, hello again. This is going to be a short and sweet video. I am in a parking lot and I have my my phone holder. I thought it would be awesome the way the setup is and the lighting here. It's not without this, so I'll make it quick. But I am in Chinatown, in the city I live in, and felt a call to hop on here and share a video. A video on our ability to really go easy on ourselves, to be easy with ourselves, and know that if you're on this journey of, well, we're all on this journey, but if you're conscious of the truth of this human life experience that we're all a part of, if you've studied neuroscience, quantum physics, manifestation, conscious manifestation, law of attraction, if you're on a healing journey, a journey of healing your past, your traumas, your PTSD, even, releasing anxiety, or if you've ever felt depressed, or just on a journey of wanting to create a better life for yourself and stepping into a new identity, then hello, I'm here with you, as so many more of us are, especially as the consciousness of the planet expands. But anyway, I just want to remind you that wherever you are in your journey, that I know that you are doing the work, whether that's rewriting limiting beliefs, shadow work, inner child work, breath work, looking at your shadows, identity work, self-concept work, and everything in between. I know it can be easy at times to want to put yourself down or be hard on yourself when it feels like you're not doing perfect, or you want to be somewhere else, or think you're not as far ahead as you should be. If you're shitting on yourself, this is my loving reminder to you, because this is the reminder I just gave myself, the pep talk that I just gave myself, is that you're doing great, you're amazing, you're doing awesome, and healing is not linear. I know we all hear this, but we need to hear it again and then again and again. It's the way our brain works. When we can understand how our brain works, how our mind works, then we can navigate this experience easier. I mean, it's like our mind and our brain has an instruction manual. There's directions for it. Like, why wouldn't you want to understand it and know how to utilize it properly? Because most of us weren't taught to use it properly. So why wouldn't you, if you knew that you had access to that instruction manual or those directions, you'd want to use it instead of trying to build your IKEA book stand or bedroom frame all by yourself, because I think we've all experienced that at least once, and sometimes even with the directions. Just like life, we still get to learn through trial and error, and we can be light about it. We can have fun with it, because ultimately there's truly no meaning to anything except for what we give it. Everything is inherently neutral. So if we can remember that and be kind and compassionate with ourselves as we navigate, and realize that what we're doing now is more than what most people are doing, period. And we'll get there in divine timing. And of course, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So taking a moment to pause, and whatever it is, no matter how big it seems, how challenging it seems, that it'll be okay. We've made it through before, we'll make it through again, and we are so loved and supported by such an abundant, infinite universe, and our minds can't even fathom what that means or looks like. So Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Take a breath here. This is exactly the reminder I needed to give myself. So maybe you need to hear that too right now. Like, give yourself some slack, cut yourself some slack, extend some grace, some compassion, maybe even some celebration to yourself. Our brain is wired to have a negativity bias. So again, if we know that, we don't have to be so hard on ourselves when we hear a perspective, right? That sounds very critical, negative. And instead, we can say yes, and look at all the positive things. Like, you went this long. You removed this out of your life. You've gained discernment. You're setting boundaries. You're saying no. You're saying yes. You're opening yourself up to things. You're choosing to redirect yourself when you find yourself spiraling in a negative way, a denser emotional way, or even just feeling heavier emotions. We can gaslight ourselves, or we can choose, because it's always a choice. So interesting. We can choose to, people are so nosy. So nosy. I'll debate about whether or not I cut that part out. It's interesting. So I'm affirming that. It's a story I don't want to keep affirming. People are not nosy. People love to mind their own business. People aren't worried what I'm doing. They're not even concerned what I'm doing. I can feel free to do what I want, when I want, how I want, and even allow myself to be seen, even if that means somebody's watching me film this in my car right now. Can that be okay? Can I be okay with that? Can I feel safe in that? Can I not feel defensive or offended or offensive and not want to be like, hello? I'm on my journey too, y'all. Okay, I've had my ebbs and flows. I've been in a place where it's all been like, oh, yay, whatever, and then, but repressing, but not even knowing it, because thinking I'm just love lighting myself, that gaslighting thing we were talking about. And then I've also been in the space of feeling angry. I'm feeling a lot of that the last week or so for a few reasons. Energy moving, energy flowing. Can that be okay? Can I trust that anger has a purpose for me and know myself enough to know that I'm not staying in it and I'm letting it move, and there might be a lot of anger that I need to feel, that I get to feel right now. It's a privilege to be conscious and aware of it. And if I'm honest with myself, I think I've done a lot of repression of anger over my lifetime thus far, and it wants to come out. So just my work is to let it come out and express in healthy ways, right? Like punching pillows or screaming into my hands or throwing, breaking. No, maybe these are things I'd like to do. Me and my daughter have talked about going to this place that they have where you can break stuff. And I literally just put on the Limp Bizkit Break Shit song, excuse my French. But for all my fellow millennials, I was kind of over most of the anger by then, so I wasn't really in the mood to even sing along with it. But it is a good one. Ooh. When I am feeling pretty activated in that way. But yeah, letting it move through in healthy ways. Expressing, journaling. But lately it's been mostly somatically moving it through my body, through my voice, through my body. And yeah, I think that's really the gist of what I wanted to say. I'm learning how to be easy on myself. I'm just noticing how much lower my resonance of my voices as I'm in this more like root chakra, sacral chakra place right now, and those like the color red and orange and yellow, even solar plexus, and moving through some of these beautiful lessons and growing in these beautiful ways. And my voice is just in that deeper, raspy kind of place. So very self-aware sometimes. Oh, I'm just going to say I'm very self-aware. And I'm getting better and better at learning this. See, that was a friendly one. He waved. But yeah, it's probably used to it. It's probably like, oh, there's another person filming themselves. I'm learning how to be okay with this, because if this is what I want to do and talk to the camera when I feel inspired, talk to all of you, and I'm going to do it and allow myself to be seen. But anyways, I think on that note, I'm going to cut this now. Just give yourself some grace, show yourself some love, and know you're doing great. And the more that we can be kind with ourselves, I do truly feel that the sooner and the quicker we'll move through things in healthier ways, and we won't continue to circle back here because of the way that we treated ourselves during that experience. So I'm proud of myself. I'm celebrating the wins, the joys, and choosing to redirect and focus more on all the things that I am doing great and wonderful, and no one's perfect, and this journey isn't about perfection, and it's very cylindrical. And as much as we think it's going to be like this or maybe like this, depending on way the video looks, it's more like this, and it feels like we're back somewhere, but we're actually here, even though it feels like we're here. So reminding myself that, and also reminding myself through reminding you that. So I hope this resonates. If it does, please give it a like, share with someone who it might also serve and be supportive of, and definitely comment down below. I would love to connect more with you. I love seeing the number grow, and I'm just holding that vision. I am already the version of myself that has 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, 1 million subscribers. So yeah, more cars, more people, and I'm ready to let go. So I'll see you in the next video. Just as I'm working on this, we're all working on stuff. So I'll see you later. Bye.